Hello and welcome to this edition of Desert Warrior. I'm your host, Lieutenant Colonel Diana Begay. Soldiers stand by as area schools open their doors to hundreds of school children. Alfredo Contreras tells us why.
As dawn breaks, summer vacation comes to an end and a new school year begins. Soldiers from Fort Bliss were given the morning off to take their children to their first day of school. Specialist Tanner Layton tells us what it means to his family for him to be a part of this family event.
First day of school for my daughter, be able to do one more family event rather than getting sent right out to the field. Shows the unit cares at least a little bit to let us come here for this.
Sergeant Christopher Hall and his family appreciate the time off for him to be a part of this milestone in their family's history.
It's kind of a big deal for us because I've never been able to do it. It's sort of like a milestone, and so me actually getting to be here to be able to take her and the small milestone in her life is actually a pretty big deal, and it's pretty nice.
This is Alfredo Contreras reporting from Fort Bliss.
Soldiers help some El Paso families realize the American dream. Daniela Vestal brings us the details.
Fort Bliss is currently home of the United States Sergeant Majors Academy, a year-long intensive course requiring commitment, dedication, and plenty of homework. Even with all that is demanded from them, some students were able to find time to donate for members of the El Paso community.
It's part of what we do in Afghanistan and Iraq. You know, we go out and we help build nations out there. We're coming back here and we're helping build our own nation. It's part of being a soldier. You got to give back to the community because the community supports us so much.
Students from USASMA have been volunteering with the Lower Valley Housing Corporation for about 2 years. Through the program, groups of low-income families work together and build their houses mutually, helping each other with most of the manual labor.
When I first started with the Sergeant Majors Academy, I had no idea how I was going to finish these houses. And God just pulled a miracle off for me, and they showed up, and that was the end of my worries.
Reporting from Fort Bliss, this is Daniela Vestal.
After the break, we'll show you how some soldiers spend their time off.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European pro golf tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back. Soldiers spend a lot of time training, but some still find the time to help out where they're mostly needed. From building homes to tagging donated goods at the local thrift shop, family members, active duty retirees, and soldiers at Fort Bliss are first in line when it comes to supporting the community.
I think soldiers already have a sense of service. I think it's pretty easy to get soldiers to come out in the community and help out.
It goes along with the Army values, giving back to the community. It's what we've been taught to do and to aspire to become. And so for me, it's just like being at work, or it's an extension of work.
One of the organizations soldiers support is Habitat for Humanity, which builds homes in partnership with the families who will occupy them.
It's very touching, and to see them that they're here helping out, our families.
Family members also find time to volunteer and say it is very rewarding. Although the Fort Bliss Officers Civilian and Spouse Association, or OCSA thrift shop, is only open to the public Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 to 11 for consignments and 9 to 11 for sales, behind the scenes, operations performed by volunteers help make the thrift shop a success, generating proceeds that are placed in the welfare and scholarship funds and managed by OCSA.
We stop consignments at 11. There's still a lot of work. There's people here volunteering until 6 or 5 o'clock at night.
Volunteers at this thrift shop accumulated more than 12,000 hours in just 1 year. Volunteer coordinator Tiffany Hopper said volunteering is a great way to improve the community.
You can change the world through volunteering, one person, one community, and one world at a time.
And that does it for this edition of Desert Warrior. Until next time, stay safe. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Diana Begay. Thanks for watching.